Hi Queens, I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. I had to interview some people this weekend, and interview etiquette is a real thing. So I've realized that I was forced to learn all of this knowledge, whether it was interview prep, conduct, how to be etiquette, how to run a business, entrepreneurship, all this, leadership education. And I figured, what good is it being stored all up in here? I might as well share it all with you. So with that being said, we're gonna dive into some interview tips today. Biggest tip number one, do not change who you are. If you perform in your interview up to a standard that you cannot perform that way for the rest of your career, good luck, because that is who they're going to hire. Really important, just workplace conduct. Do not mention ex-boyfriends, family relationships, conflict. Do not mention politics. Do not mention religion. If they ask you a question, answer that question in depth with your explanation and stop. Do not take the entire interview time to just answer one question. Shake their hand. When you walk in there, have your resume ready, shake their hand, eye contact, firm handshake. Firm handshake tells an employer a lot about you. Slow down. Talk at a reasonable speed. However, your interviewer does not need you to talk at light years speed in order to understand what you're saying. It's better to pause, think before you speak, and then speak so they can understand, comprehend, and digest everything you're saying. Eye contact. Nobody wants to sit there and talk to someone who just talks like this and I don't know what you're saying. Look at me. Breathe. Interviews are nerve-wracking, but be confident, so breathe. Breathing is my biggest tip when you need to think. Or if you need a moment to pause right before they ask you a question, what's a time when you struggled? Well, that's a really good question. A time when I struggled is, so it gives you at least 30 more seconds to think. And last one for today, you always have a question. At the end when they're like, do you have any questions for me? Yes. It could be, how do you like this job? What's your favorite part of the position? It could be anything. Don't get personal, but have a question. Let me know if you want more.